Hello, good morning, everyone. You're in the office with Joseph Skoda. You have a good friend of mine. His name is Dr. David Lohman. And we often talk about leadership and success and different things that keep our minds going. Now, me and him have both reached different levels of success and what we do in different organizations and different companies. And he shares with me a lot about the cream of the crop, the top dog. He mentioned, if you're a milkman and you fill up, regardless of what shape of bottle you put the milk in, always the cream, the tasty part, rises to the top. Now, why is that? We go, you can be in a swimming pool, and like the top is always there, and it's always just a little better than what's on the bottom. Now, that's like true life with people, also. We can put I don't know, let's just say 100 people, male, female, different cultural backgrounds, and different races, all these other things. And you put 100 people in a big pool or big yard or something, and you're going to find out quickly where the cream of the crop is. You're going to find out in a fairly short amount of time who's going to be more successful in a different area, and some will always feel short or fall short. Now, how often have you fallen short? I have over and over again. And I cannot be the cream of the crop in everything I do. Of course not. No one can. I don't think anyone can. And never say never, as they always say. But more often not, depending on the criteria, of course, and not necessarily me and your educational, it's more of your perseverance. It's more of your determination. It's more of your general concept of what and who's around you and how you're going to adjust and modify your own thought process and move ahead. Now, we have a lot of smart people out there. We have a lot of people in education, college degrees, so forth and so on, who are barely getting by. Now, don't get me wrong, some of those degrees that we have in the United States or somewhere else are mediocre, and a lot of people just barely got by through school as it was. But when you think about that and the educational level, you would think the person with the PhD or master's degree would always be on top. And in most cases, would be in a scholarly world, a physician world, even an attorney. But what about the rest of us who don't really have all that going on? If I'm looking for a leader of a group, we often look to the doctor. Okay, you're the leader, you're the highest ranking per se, like we do in the military. But in most situations, that doctor spent decades perfecting his art, perfecting his practice, and learning certain skill set the rest of us don't know. Now, to focus on something, become good at it, and make a few dollars, you have to shut outside the other things around you so you don't miss a step. Now, a lot of us, we admire the doctors and lawyers because they're making a lot of money, but they're just able to, well, quite frankly, party less, at least until they get their degree and their skills down. And people who are in different professional fields often routinely subscribe to magazines or newsletters or go to seminars on a regular basis to keep their mind flowing, to keep their skill set in tune with what's happening today, especially breakthroughs in different technology and healthcare, whatever that may be. Now, I'm not here to keep talking about doctors and lawyers. I'm here to talk about perseverance, determination, what it takes to get ahead. And I found a lot of smart people that make a lot of money or not are afraid of success. Sometimes they're just afraid of standing out from their peers. They're afraid of failure. I mean, we've all failed or fallen down. And I know some people, I grew up with a couple um, females, well, a couple guys too, who are straight A students. Straight A's. And if they ever got a B, I know one girl, she would probably get a beating from her dad. And that's really sad. That was my family, boy. We would be getting beatings all the time, but I did good in school. I was always an honor roll student, A's, B's, and occasional C out there. But didn't mean I was smart. I just I can't say I knew how to take a test, but I understood general concepts. I have a mind for remembering things and formulas and how to get things done. And that was some of my skill set. I can't always carry that into my later life because it's different skills I had to learn. And a lot of my leadership and self-confidence and communication skills came from Toastmasters. Talk about them a lot. I still believe it's the greatest organization, bar none, that anyone from around the world can join to develop those skills. Now, as we develop self-confidence, and even in Toastmasters, not everyone wants to stand out. Of course not. Because when you stand out, there's responsibility and expectations for many people around you. And I can understand that. But even those same 100 people, the different backgrounds, if you have the goods, you're still going to stand out. So don't try to dumb yourself down. And like to say, always dress for success. And you see, I like to wear a hat and say, yeah, I'm always looking successful. It makes me feel good. I don't mind standing out, but boy, when you stand out, you're kind of in a fishbowl. People are looking for you. Well, they're looking for words of wisdom if you're lucky, but more often than not, they're looking for you to make a mistake, to do something wrong, to have a lack of integrity when it's most important. So it's really important. There's the word important again, is to get out there. If you want to be the leader, make sure you're doing everything right. Don't step on someone's toes or break their back or lie, cheat, and steal to get ahead. Do it the right way. And I know in the world we live in, the society we live in, especially politics, they always seem to be backstabbing one another. They always seem to be lying or pointing the finger, or worse yet, just not taking responsibility. You want to stand out? Take responsibility when you made a mistake. You want to impress someone, then go out there and admit when you were wrong. If you really want to make a difference, make it better to the people you wronged. I know that's not always possible, but if you can make those efforts anyways and let people know you're trying to do the right thing, that goes far. Now, getting back to the cream of the crop, like, if you're making a mixed drink, and I like different mixed drinks, and some people like to put soda in their drink and they'll mix up the alcohol with the soda. The soda's sweet, it seems to always stay to the top. But if you stir it, it mixes up, but eventually it settles to the top again. Like whipped cream in coffee or hot cocoa or whatever, the whipped cream stays on top unless you stir. But even if you put it in the bottom and pour the hot chocolate on top of it, it's still going to float up. Is that the best part of the hot chocolate? No, I like the warmth of the chocolate, especially when it's cold outside. But how can you go wrong with have a little Cool Whip or whipped cream up in your nose or your beard or something like that? It just makes you special. When you reach to the top and you have a good aura about yourself and you're not too cocky or stubborn, people like having you around. People appreciate your presence. And I think that's important. I think we all want people to appreciate our presence. People are happy when we show up at an event. Now, it's also important if you have a skill set, if you're an artist, a painter, a plumber, a baker, a candlestick maker, whatever the case is, continuously work on those. And I know sometimes we have to take a break. You might be painting for a long time, and it's okay if it's a hobby, or you're actually better if you're getting paid to be a painter. But more often than not, artists aren't making a real good living. They have to go out there and find a job or start a business and do something different. But try not to lose those skills. And I understand you may not have as much time as you used to before. We all have to make a living to support ourselves and our families. If you have a family, that's your job, is to support them. There's no way around it. Even if you lost your job, and it's happened, we've seen millions of people lose their jobs in the last couple of years, especially during the pandemic, and slowly getting back into the workforce. And some are scared because it seemed like the rules changed. You can apply for a job you had before and may have a lot of experience, but you still may not get it. So, what are you? What am I? What are we doing to continuously keep our minds right, make our skills even stronger, so we can get that job, that position, that promotion in the near future? And that's what I'm thinking. If you're always working on a skill set, if you're always developing those communication skills, even you're learning how to lead, if it's in a nonprofit or just lead a community project in town, you will be part of that cream of the crop where you're always going to get picked. You're always going to get chosen, or at least the door will be open to give you an opportunity. As we know, there's no guarantee of life except for death and taxes, right? Death and taxes are the only real guarantees. But if you want to be that cream of the crop, work on it. Let people know that you got the goods. Let people challenge you and don't be afraid to step up to the challenge. Let people question you, but don't ever let anyone question your integrity. That should just be a give me. Don't let people have to question your determination or your passion for something. Those things should never be questioned. We're going to get questioned and we're going to get challenged throughout life. That's the way it is. If you have if you're married or you have a partner in your life, you know that you each know how to challenge one another. It's just part of the game. And to see if we still have the goods, if we're still worthy of that partner, if we can still not necessarily bring home the bacon, but bring the goods, whatever that is. You and I, believe it or not, have some goods. It might just be a smile. It might be a little calmness, a little patience in us. It might be learning how to paint a house or replace the toilet in the bathroom. We all know how to do something. Proofread papers, speak in public, teach people how to paint. Keep challenging yourself. Even if you're a good painter, maybe you're not a good drawer or author yet. Work on those skills too, because that builds a bigger picture for you and your own skill set. And guess what? Doesn't matter how big of that pool of people's going to be. If you have that little something, something that someone's looking for, you're going to rise to the top. Sometimes our resumes can speak for us, but more often than not, it's our heart, it's our brain, it's our intelligence. And like I said before, our integrity of doing a good job for whoever hires us, whether it be full time, part time, temporary, seasonal, that doesn't matter. So you want to be that cream and also just the part, or at least don't look sloppy. I like to wear button-down shirts and hats and different things. And sometimes I have a lot of t-shirts. I don't wear them very often unless I'm doing yard work or going to the gym. But I have them. A time and place for everything. But I prefer a different look on me. And sometimes I'll wear a little jacket to look a little more professional. It just depends. But you don't have to wear a jacket or a hat to be professional. It's just your confidence and how you work a room and how you know the room and your audience you're going to talk to. Yeah, but until you get there, the jacket, clean clothes does help. You want me the cream of the crop? Do something different. You want to challenge yourself, everyone else who's a bus driver who's going to get that supervisory job next. Did you take a management course? Did you take a certificate in human relations? Did you learn how to maintain that bus? There's a lot of ways we can stand out. Now, we know sometimes there's favoritism out there and we're going to get passed over again. But the more we develop that communication, that leadership, that management, that maintenance of that bus, we will be looked at somewhere down the line. And it may not be the company you're working for now, but somewhere else. with a different opportunity, a new challenge, can give you what you're really looking for. And sometimes we just don't know it. Anyways, that's it. You want to be cream of the crop? Sometimes you don't know it. You don't want to stand out, but you still want to be recognized or at least acknowledged from time to time. Have to do the work. We have to do the work. Oh, with all that being said, I think I'm done mumbling for now. Be your best, do your best. Don't step on anyone's back, and continuously working on your skill set. And sometimes it starts right here. Have yourself a great day. You're in the office with Joseph Stephen Skoda III. Ooh-ah. How? Aim high. Bye now. Charge. If you liked our show, please subscribe to our YouTube channel or find us on any social media platform, Instagram, of course, Facebook. Like, subscribe, share. We appreciate it. Let us know your thoughts and join our team. Anyways, we appreciate you staying tuned week after week, day after day, because we continuously build up our network to bring to you what you're asking for. Have a great day. This show is brought to you by Michelle Kubiak with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, call Michelle at 702-683-6576. Her license number is S.48606. This show is also brought to you by Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa, located on Silverado Ranch, here in Henderson, Nevada. Restore, relax, and refresh. Let's not forget our very own Meryl and Merrick comedy show. This fun, comical TV sitcom duo with Social Media Source Network loves to make you laugh. Mahel Empire Productions. It's a filmmaker based in Las Vegas, Nevada. Founded by Michael and Sonny Mahal, and are dedicated to making feature films. Turn your power on with Broken Bulb Productions. Owned by Russell Rapp, an independent filmmaker based out of New Jersey. This show is brought to you by, let's not forget, our very own GI Connections. It's a non-profit organization that connects veterans with resources. We're also proud to recognize Colorlific Arts with Sonia Scott. Painting is the expression of emotion and feeling deep within one's heart. Let's not forget Makoma Environmental Technologies. Global research, development, and manufacturing of innovative photocatalytic products. Our show is also brought to you by Carmelo Rodriguez, who is the author of a best-selling book called Smile. It's based on true events. It's the story of a couple building a family. Get your copy of his book at Amazon today. We also love our musicians. Think about Frank's Tribute, an all-star band. It's a Green Bay-based band with Let Me Be Frank's Productions, family owned by Frank Hermans, who happens to be a veteran entertainer.
Social Media Shows is a production company based here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We offer these services. We've been streaming shows live in real time for over 4 years on major social media platforms and also on our website socialmediashows.com. And we are now on Roku TV. We welcome you to have your own show on our TV network. Call us 651-955-8743 or email us at admin@socialmediashows.com.
Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with Social Media Shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, Social Media Shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things and help out the veterans who are struggling today. And we teamed up with GI Connections, connecting veterans with resources. So please consider helping and donating to this great cause because we're always doing things for veterans. So GI Connections, Social Media Shows, and you is what makes the world a better place. Once again, Joseph Skoda, proud United States Air Force veteran.